Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. What football player, won the Champions League with 3 different clubs? Can you tell me the answer? I know I did a weird Super Mario noise at the start there. It just felt right. It probably wasn't. I will tell you the answer midway / towards the end of the video. However, if you know the answer, let me know down in the comments. Please, player spotlight. Let's take a look. Yes, today's player spotlight, viewers, is a perfect deep line playmaker, and he is also cheap as chips, so there's always that benefit as well. Not many people have heard of him. However, if you are kind of in the know about real life transfers, there's been a few clubs, including Manchester United, who are looking at this player. So it'll be quite interesting to see how he does in a simulation. And massive thank you once again to my simulator, Thomas First, for doing just that. Viewers, if you haven't yet subscribed to the Omega Luke Gaming channel, please may you consider doing so. That will be absolutely fantastic. We are en route now to 15,000 subscribers. We just surpassed 12.5 as I'm recording that. So we are halfway there between my last milestone and my new milestone. That is a great occasion. Please as well, if you can smash the like button, that would be fantastic. 200 likes on this video and I would love it. Not to mention as well, twitch.tv/Omega Gaming. The Youth to Gold is in full force. We are fully enjoying ourselves right now in the Youth to Gold. Some crazy numbers coming across the streams and so many new people from the YouTube channel coming across the Twitch channel. So twitch.tv/Omega Gaming. Only allowed to sign teenagers, not allowed to use 30+-year-olds. A lot of regens in the side now. It's a fun time. Come take a look. And so, the player we are looking at today is Moises Caicedo. Now, this guy is an Ecuadorian player. One of my favourite Ecuadorian players of all time is Antonio Valencia. He was a Manchester United player. And this guy comes from the same country. And he is being touted as a very big talent in real life. Hence the kind of a lot of speculation about his career, I suppose, moving to the Premier League. So that'll be quite interesting to see whether that develops in real life. But in game, as a first look, he has some fantastic attributes and he has some not so fantastic attributes. Of course, we can see the physicals there, perfect for that deep line playmaker role that we mentioned. The natural fitness, the stamina, really good, great decision makings, great vision and good determination and agility. So fantastic so far, passing of 12 and technique of 12, workable. 18 years old, he is only valued at 92k. And you can find him at Independiente de Valle, who I think is in the Ecuadorian leagues as well. They are. And to be honest, if you offer them a lot of money, he will come to you, not a lot of money. £5.5 million they want there. Let's try and lower them down. £2.5 million is all they are asking for, with 40 extra K in appearance bonuses and giving them a friendly. And that's not the end of the world at all. So we are going to take Moises. We are going to crank his potential value up to the maximum of 170. Yes, 170. That's not bad considering how much you're paying for him. And then we're going to see how he does at a couple of different clubs, finishing off in La Liga. So that's something to be excited with. But his full form of at 170 current ability is phenomenal. So make sure you do not go anywhere and you stick with us to see how he does. So 2022 is the year we are at. 2 seasons into the future. Moises is now 20 years of age and we have placed him in the Eredivisie at PSV. So let's take a look at him. He's already valued at a 4-star player. And to be honest, he already looks really good. In this iteration, of course, because of fixed attributes and non-fixed attributes, in this iteration he actually had 20 determination. So that's fantastic, with a great personality of professional. But what does stick around is his very good natural fitness, his very good agility, and his very good stamina. So, and decision makings too, to be fair. So he does have some fixed attributes which will relate to the deep line playmaker role, and we're going to see how that develops as well. So, first things first, I mean, the technicals don't look fantastic, but they're still workable within what you need, really. Great passing, good technique. The rest of it, good fast touch. Not fantastic, but still good fast touch. The mental attributes is where it's at, though. Fantastic work rate, good decision making. His anticipation and composure is also increasing, along with his off the ball. I think we're quite happy with this, to be honest. And of course, his physicals are phenomenal. 20 years of age, he's now valued at 8.75 million. So after 2 seasons, you're gaining your money back and then some. And we can see he can play a number of different roles very capably. It's history. Now, you're not going to see in this simulation really high numbers. A lot of goals, a lot of assists, a lot of high average ratings. Mainly because this was actually done before the most recent update. I've been holding on to this one for a very long time. So any updates where it's been like most key passes and key tackles, they're not going to relate to his average rating. So don't consider his average rating as being poor and maybe not scoring a lot of goals and assists. We're not really going to focus too much on his statistics like we would with a striker, for instance. What we are going to look at is how well he develops as a player, and so far, that has been fantastic. And we are using him in this deep line playmaker role on support in the centre of the pitch in Nap's Ghost and Fire tactic, Holy Ghost Fire tactic, mainly because we needed a deep line playmaker. So in that centre midfield role, this is where I think he is perfect for it. And so far, he has been progressing into a very good player. As we can see, their highest rated player in their squad. To which they also managed to pick up the domestic double, winning the cup and the league by 3 points as well over AZ Alkmaar. The season before was won by Ajax. So his second season in, he's done fantastic. There is one more season in PSV, but we're going to skip past that and we're going to move to where we are taking him to in La Liga. Let's go right there. And so, 2 seasons in La Liga, 5 seasons in total. We have won La Liga on the same points as Barcelona, but with a higher goal difference. And our man, Moises Caicedo, has been at the helm for this. He's actually had a fantastic season and he has a 4.5 star ability. And if we did look at that, he's actually rated as their best player. He's actually rated, you can see that by their assistant or their coach. They rate this man at their best player, as their best player, better than João Felix, and he's 23 years of age. So, phenomenal stuff. He is he's valued, at 47 million pound as well, and he's on 130k now. Worth it, if you ask me, in my opinion. This is what he looks like. He's becoming a bit of a mental monster. We can see a lot of greens there. 19 vision so far, so this is not even him cranked up to his maximum potential yet. Of 170, we still have a tiny bit to go. We have some good player traits as well. He curves the ball and he tries long-range passes. That's because he has fantastic vision, great decision-making and passing. That decision-making of 18, not to be underestimated. Not to mention, look how good his physicals are now, viewers. 18 stamina, 19 natural fitness, 19 agility. He's very good in the middle of the pike as that deep line playmaker role. And we can see he has actually scored quite a lot of goals this season. 9 goals with 8 assists, 1 player of the match and a good average rating of a 7.09. And this has actually been back-to-back league titles for Atletico Madrid. So far his time in Spain has been fantastic. He's doing well. Let's go to his final year. So I take you to the year of 2028. Atletico have finished 4 points behind the leaders, Barcelona, in 3rd place. And let's take a look at our man. We can see he's still playing there. They're still rated as the best player in the team. He is now valued at £58 million and he has been cranked up to 170 current ability. And look how good we have a player here. 20 vision. 20 vision. Decision making has actually gone down a little bit. Maybe that's because of the vision. It's just how attributes work. Once they're cranked up to their max, some of them fluctuate. It's very bizarre. We can't really change much about it. But what we can change is your opinion on whether you sign this player. That was a bit of a tangent, which I did not mean to go into. But anyway, we can see tries killer balls often as well. It's going to be a fantastic trait for him. Some fantastic physical and mental attributes. The technicals, don't think that is a bad player, because we are only playing him in a deep line playmaker role. And look, all that it highlights for the deep line playmaker role. You need to have a decent first touch, good at passing, good technique. That's what he has. He has 14, 16, 16. That's what he has. He is perfectly moulded for this deep line playmaker role. He has phenomenal mental attributes for this role. 17 composure, 17 decision making. Teamwork's 13. That's kind of low, but it doesn't matter. 20 vision. Great work rate. Great off the ball. Fantastic balance and anticipation. A phenomenal deep line playmaker. And his history suggests that that is what his role is perfect for. He is the guy who doesn't really get the recognition that he deserves, but he's a solid player nonetheless every single game. Consistently good. Picking up some goals, picking up some assists every season we can see. A couple of times he has managed to get 6 and 5. I'm happy with that. How has he done those successfully? Has he managed to win a lot of competitions? Let's take a look. Champions League, this season they were knocked out in the semi-final. They haven't won that competition before. But the Copa del Rey, they finished runners-up here. They haven't won that either. So it's just a couple of league titles, unfortunately. Barcelona has been dominating the league most recently. So 2 league titles at the start when he first joined. Not too bad. So what do you make of this player? I'm very intrigued to know. Although he doesn't have the attributes to suggest he is world class, he is still putting in the performances and he still has the attributes in the correct places, in my opinion, to be world class in the role that you need him to. Yes, he wouldn't be a fantastic advanced playmaker or a Mazzala because of certain attributes which are missing in my opinion that I prefer them to have. But as a deep line playmaker in either centre midfield or CDM, I think he's just perfect for this role, and the price that you pay for him, it's just spot on in my opinion. Like £2.5 million. Lovely. And so what do I rate this player out of 5 stars? Again, the cost, too low. Lovely stuff. That's easily a star. Does he have the attributes per position? Like I've been arguing here, if you're going to play him in that deep line playmaker role, yes he does. If you want him for anything else, maybe not so much, but the DLP is the perfect role for him. Use him in that role. A lot of tactics have the DLP, and for a very good reason. It's actually quite a good role to have. I really enjoy it. It was my favourite role last year. Maybe not so much this year, but it definitely was last year, so he is perfect for that role. His valuation after £58 million, yes, that is a high amount considering you bought him for £2.5 million. He's a centre midfielder who's not necessarily scored a lot of goals or getting a lot of assists. So I'm very happy with that. Does he have the statistics? That's the problem in my eyes. Because he is only playing in this deep line playmaker role, we're not expecting him to score a lot of goals or to create a lot of assists. He's getting his fair amount, like 5 or 6 per season, but it's not what I would say is good enough to be granted a star. It's just at where I'd expect him to be. So it's not nothing fantastic. So not getting a star there, and he definitely doesn't have that something special in my eyes. You need something special to be the something special, and I don't think he has that. He's a solid all-rounder for the role that you need him to play. Although he has fantastic vision and he has great physical attributes, phenomenal mental attributes for the role, that something special requires all 3 of those departments, including technical attributes, to have something there. Not to mention winning the competition or 2, which he didn't really do. He didn't really change the game. He's just fitting into that side perfectly. He's a solid 7 out of 10 player. And so I'm going to give him 3 stars out of 5. But I'm wondering about your opinion. What do you rate Moises Caicedo there? Do you think we'll see him in the Premier League as well at some point? Manchester United fans, would you want a player like this? Is he better than Fred and McTominay? I'm quite intrigued to know what your opinions are, because in my eyes it wouldn't hurt to sign him, especially if we're not paying that much money to bring in Moises Caicedo. We have a very special Ecuadorian at the club that we've had for a long time in Antonio Valencia. He was fantastic for us. I trust that we would have the scouts in place to bring a player like Moises around. So, what is your opinion on that? Now, the answer to the quiz question was, in fact, well, the question was, who has won the Champions League with 3 different clubs? It is, of course, Clarence Seedorf. Yes, he won the Champions League 3 times with 3 different clubs, being AC Milan, Ajax in 1995, and Real Madrid. So he's won it 3 times. What a phenomenal achievement that is. And that brings to a close this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button. Remember, 200 like target. If we can reach that, that will be fantastic. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're coming down. That number's coming down from around about 70% of people who watch the videos who haven't subscribed yet. And we're also very close now to 15,000 subscribers. So if we can hit that goal as soon as possible, that would make me a very happy man. And we'll continue bringing you some player spotlights in the very near future. At the end of this week, if you're watching this when this video goes live, we will have the Perfect Director of Football Challenge out on the Friday. Make sure you watch that. It's a very fun series that I did in FM20 on FM Scout. A lot of people really enjoyed it and were devastated when I had to stop it. but you'll be really intrigued with how we get on this season, because I've tweaked it very slightly, and there's some people you might recognise, is all I'm going to say. So I'll hopefully see you there on Friday for that video. See you soon, viewers. Bye bye.